The Boston Celtics have today forced game 6 with the Knicks, but it's only a matter of time with Jason Tatum being hurt that they inevitably fall to the Knicks. So today we're going to be doing a bit of a rebuild with the Boston Celtics. I'm posting this potentially when they get eliminated, so it's going to be interesting. There's been talks that Drew Holiday and Porzingis are going to be kind of on the move this offseason. Their list is kind of in an awkward position. You have Jaylen Brown and Tatum, who are kind of in their primes right now, so we need to find pieces that fit around them and fit around them nice and quick. Derek White has been great this season. He's been awesome in the playoffs. Pritchard almost won, or he won 6th Player of the Year. And yeah, Al Horford is getting older, but he's still a very reliable player. So it's going to be interesting to see how we kind of manage this. I'm thinking I have a destination in mind for Drew Holiday. If you guys watched the Mavs Cooper Flag rebuild, you knew that I kind of had him as an option for the Mavs as a point guard while Kyrie's hurt. So maybe we can figure out a trade to move him over there. But Porzingis, I have no idea where we're going to send him. We're going to have to potentially find a power forward to cover Jason Tatum next year because he's not coming back till potentially after the playoffs. So he's missing a whole season. So yeah, let's see. I don't think we have a pick in the lottery at all. We're picking at 28. So we can get a young player under control. We'll keep Joe Mazzulla around. Obviously, we won a championship last season, so missing out on this year is a bit rough, but, you know, without Jason Tatum, I don't think you can really get the job done. I don't like the Celtics. I don't like Jason Tatum, but it sucks to see a player go down like that. So we're going to take Boogie Flan here with our pick. We also have a second rounder, it looks like. So let's, I'm not going to take Janai Broom. His draft combine results were not the best. If you hear my puppy snoring underneath me, apologies. So we're also going to take let's take Maxime Raymond here as a center that we can kind of develop in the background as well. So Cooper Flag goes number 1, Ace Bailey number 2, Noah Essengate number 3, and the Hornets get Dylan Harper at number 4. That is a steal by them. So team player options, we don't have anyone here. Qualifying offers, Drew Peterson. I guess we can extend it. I don't think we're going to ever bring him back, but that's like completely fine. So Al Horford is a free agent, Luke Cornett's a free agent, and JD Davidson is a free agent. So yeah, I think we'll renounce the rights on pretty much all these guys moving forward. So we'll just clean this cap sheet while we can. And let's just look at this roster as a whole. So we have Drew Holiday, obviously, Peyton Pritchard, Boogie Fland. We have Derek White and Baylor Shearman. We have Jaylen Brown and Sam Hauser with Jordan Walsh off the bench or just a backup. We have Jason Tatum, who's injured this year, so we're going to need to find a power forward to kind of replace him. And Tillman Sr., I don't think we're going to really play next year. So one thing I am thinking about while we're here sitting and thinking, can we play KP? We can play KP at the power forward if we really wanted to. So, okay, I'm going to see, and obviously this is not realistic at all. We're going to try and get what's best for us. I'm going to send him to the Mavs. I'm going to send Drew Holiday to the Mavs, like I spoke about, and we're going to see if we can try and pinch Daniel Gafford. And we need $14 million more coming back. Let's see if we can get... Do we want... Let's get PJ and Daniel Gafford. We'll send Drew Holiday their way. And we'll also maybe send... can we send Baylor Shearman as well? I don't know if they'll agree to this. But let's see. They're not getting enough back for what they're giving up. Okay. What if we throw Jordan Walsh in here too? They actually cannot afford that. So is there anyone else that they might be interested in? Nemes Cater, would you be interested in that? They're not. We can attach like a lottery protected first next year, and they're not going to do that. How about these 2 seconds that we have? Okay, they don't want to take on the extra salary. Okay, that's fine. How about this then? Not getting back enough what we're giving up. Okay, you keep PJ Washington then, but give me Cooper Flag. Give me Najee Marshall instead. You cannot afford that. Okay, maybe this is dead then. Okay, who has a center that we can trade for then that? might be interested in someone like Drew Holiday. I don't really know. I might revisit that trade with the Mavs, but we might have to do something a little bit different. Mark Williams would be interesting. Is a bit of more of an agile. I don't really trade for Mark Williams all that much. We're gonna have to pay him big money, and I'm unsure. Like we could potentially target like Mitchell Robinson. Then there's $16 million over the limit. So if we then go and ask for, like, would you be willing to maybe trade like a Mikal Bridges for Drew Holiday? I don't think they would, considering they just gave up all those picks. Maybe like an OG. No. Yeah, remove OG. How about Josh Hart? Josh Hart and Mitchell Robinson for Drew Holiday and some picks. Like, is that something that you'd be willing to do? No. Okay. I want to go back to the Mavs. I want to keep talking to the Mavs, man. I know we're not going to get Lively and Gafford probably. Like, I guess it's unrealistic to maybe try and get Lively. So let's see. Instead, can we ask for... I want a center. We need a center from this. So I'm going to persist with Gafford. And then I also might see if we can get like Klay Thompson for Drew Holiday and a first and 2 seconds. Too much at our main backup center spot. Okay, well then I'll throw in Nemes Cater instead then. How about that? Backup shooting guard spot. Bro, what are you talking about? I will throw in Baylor Scheinman then. How about that? Bro, this is nuts. Okay, give me back these 2 seconds. We'll also throw in... I'll throw in Tillman. You can't afford Tillman. Okay, I'll throw in a swap worst. And that's it. That's all I'm offering. They say no. Oh, I'll give you a second. They say yes. There we go. Okay, so we change our team drastically. We bring in Gafford, and we also managed to sign Klay Thompson as well as like a guy off the bench. So, okay, we're going to need to definitely bring in a backup center, and we have money for Clint Capella. We also have money for Jalen Williams, which is very interesting. We can maybe give... We don't have money for Jalen Williams. It wasn't loading properly. Okay, that's fine. There's not many players here that I'm really interested in. I guess give me Kevon Looney for 2 years. That's fine. Let's see if we can sign him. And we do. And then what at the power forward spot do we have at our disposal? Not much at all. Not much at all. Okay. Let's see if we can maybe make another trade. So we're going to have Pritchard and Fland. I'm fine with that. We're going to have Derek White and Klay Thompson. I'm fine with that. We're going to have Jaylen Brown and Sam Hauser. I'm fine with that. KP, and I want to get a better backup power forward, that's for sure, just for the season. Gafford and Looney are fine. So, like, my dog is so loud, dude. That is crazy. Is there anyone... None of these guys really do it for me, unfortunately. Like I can't even lie. They all kind of suck. Okay, let's see if we can just get like a really cheap guy for Jordan Walsh and Silman. Let's just see what we can get as the backup power forward spot. Bronny James is there, and no one else. That is crazy. Is there a very cheap power forward? Like, I mean, very cheap. We could have got Janiyah Broome, but we chose not to. We're not going to get to Patty Williams money. That's for sure. Yeah, none of these contracts would really work out. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like. Yeah, I actually don't know where we're going to find either the money or... I'd like Rasheed Fleming. He's got like pretty high value though. We'll go Jordan Walsh. We'll go Tillman. And is there anyone else we can throw in here? I guess we can throw in Max... They can't afford that. I guess we can throw in Maxine Raymond and a second. They say no. Did we just throw in... We can't throw in that. Okay, I guess we're going into the season with Xavier Tillman Sr. as the backup power forward. I don't know anyone else. Okay, let's see. So Jason Tatum, obviously, we'll wait and see when he comes back from his injury. Pritchard, there's a lot of regression, but once Tatum's back, it should be good, and then we can trade KP. But we traded Drew Holiday. We got a little bit younger. And yeah, this is going to be a really interesting rebuild because 2K typically doesn't like the Celtics. As expected, we weren't too good, but we get Jason Tatum back next year, so all might be okay. So Shea MVP, Rookie of the Year Cooper Flag, Jonathan Kuminga 6th Player of the Year, Giannis Depoy, Most Improved Scoot, Paolo Clutch Player, Chris Fitch Coach of the Year. Cool. So do we get any Celtics on any of these teams? It doesn't look like we do. Okay, I think Jaylen Brown had a really good year, and we still don't get him anywhere, which is very interesting. We get Boogie Fland on second team, which is fine. So we actually made the 6th seed, which is surprisingly enough, we're playing without one of our stars. So yeah, Jaylen Brown was awesome. KP was pretty good. Or actually, KP was awesome considering his last few years. Derek White was good again. Peyton Pritchard was definitely good. Playing more of a starter role. Yeah, I rate that. Klay Thompson was good off the bench for us. 46% from 3, which is nuts. And Daniel Gafford was pretty serviceable. Cool. All right, so we have Toronto to deal with in the first round, who obviously have a really good team. They are actually stacked, not gonna lie. So game 1 goes to us, game 2 goes to us, game 3 goes to Toronto, game 4 goes to us, and game 5 goes to Toronto. Game 6 goes to us. Okay, cool. So we draw Cleveland, who they never really make any changes in these kind of rebuild videos, which is pretty fine. Let's drop it down to an 8-man rotation and see what they want to do. Okay, so Tatum's back apparently. I don't think they would bring him back in the playoffs, so we're not actually going to bring him back. Instead, let's just play Boogie Fland. I guess we'll play Klay Thompson like 18 minutes. Boogie Fland can have 14 minutes. Get some experience. We'll go 35. We'll go 35. We've got 3 more minutes. I guess we'll give 2 more to Clay, 1 to Boogie Flan. I don't think we're getting past the Cavs, but we'll see. Game 1 goes to the Cavs. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to the Cavs. Game 4 goes to the Cavs. And Game 5 goes to us. Game 6 goes to... Okay. All right. Well, if Jason Tatum was back, I would say we should play him, but I'm just going to say that he's out for the whole season, and we'll just see kind of what happens here. So can the Celtics stand up without their superstar who could come back in the finals? And we do. We win in 7 and we're through to the conference finals. And we're here against Atlanta. Crazy stuff. That's for sure. Let's go have a look at the playoff statistics. Who is kind of leading the way? Jaylen Brown, KP, Derek White, Klay Thompson's fine. Peyton Pritchard's fine. Everyone's kind of doing their own thing. All right, game 1 against the Hawks, we lose. Game 2 against the Hawks, we win. Game 3, we lose. Game 4, we lose. And game 5, we win. Game 6, we win. We're going to a game 7 again against the Hawks. Okay, this is interesting stuff. Can we do it without our superstar? Can we... do we trade Jason Tatum if we lose this, if we win this? I don't know. And we do lose by 6. Wow. Okay. Shea versus Trey and the Thunder sweep. Shea is your finals MVP. What a performance, man. What a insane performance. That is absolutely crazy. Okay, let me just quickly look at something really quick. So Jaylen Brown, he can go down. He doesn't go down as a shooting guard. And Jason Tatum goes up as a small forward. Okay, noted. Derek White stays the same as a point guard as well. Noted. Okay, player retirements. We've got a few retirees there. Let's go down to the draft lottery. I don't think we own our pick this year. Would be very surprised if we did. We don't have one. It is going to... I don't know where it is here. I don't see it at all. Otherwise I'm blind. Again, apologies for the puppy underneath me that is currently snoring his head off. Yeah, there you go. You can hear him. Just wants attention, that's all. Let's go down to the NBA draft time and let's just see what we have. I didn't see we had a first round pick, so maybe we have a swap or something. We have a second round pick. So let's take JT Toppin. Perfect. I like that for us. He should be a good pickup, good acquisition. We'll sign him to a deal. We'll decline both of these guys. Oh, I should have signed Raymond, but that's fine. We'll decline all these and moratorium. Do we have any free agents? We have Daniel Gafford, who wants about $20 million. I'll give him 20 flat, $80 million. That's fine. And I guess we can cap hold Maxime Raymond. Hopefully he progresses this offseason. So we signed him. So the team next year. Okay, so Derek White, we could potentially look to make a trade and get a upgrade at point guard. I don't mind that. I don't know how much he's going to regress, but we'll see. So Boogie Fland can develop a little bit, I guess, unless we want to flip him over to the guard position, which I don't really want to do that. I think Peyton Pritchard's better as the sixth man. So does Boogie Fland go up as a shooting guard? He does. Okay, so we can flip him over to the shooting guard. Tatum, Hauser, Porzingis, and Toppin, Gafford, and Looney. Let's just see if there's any power forwards to sign here. Like Jonathan Isaac will be fine for a year or two. So let's give him 2 years on the minimum. And he agrees. And then we're not going to get Mikal Bridges. That's just silly. Let's see if we can also snag... let's snag Marvin Bagley. I know we always kind of snag the same sort of people, but that's fine. Okay. So, I don't really want to trade Derek White because he's such like a pivotal piece to this team. But if we can get an upgrade there, I wouldn't hate that. We go through him and Looney in together. Quentin Grimes. Now that's kind of fun. Quentin Grimes would fit this team so well. Like 2K doesn't really do him too like justice. To considering how good. Okay, Darius Garland would be kind of fun as well. Not gonna lie. We get a first for that too. He had a pretty solid year last year too. And he's 26. Josh Giddey. Okay. Giddey would be kind of fun. He doesn't have to do all the scoring. He can kind of just... He might even develop as well. Zach Edey. Okay. And Isaiah Joe. Trey Young here in Boston. Tyler Hero. Walker Kessler. Oh, Walker Kessler would be so good. No, you can move Gafford down. This is such a good... That could be such a good backcourt of Kessler and KP. Darren Fox, Suggs. We can get Lively and Holiday. Okay, interesting. Aaron Gordon, Miles Turner, DeJounte Murray, Manuel Quickly, Şengün. Okay, wow. There are some insane trades here up for grabs if we want them. We can get Anthony Simons and we get Kadeem Malak as a backup center. That is insane. We got Anthony Simons in the Dallas video though, so I don't really want to do that again. Darius Garland's not someone I trade for a lot. I feel like we get a few of these guys a lot. Trey Young on this team would be kind of nuts, not gonna lie. Tyler Hero as well. Walker Kessler moves me. Him and KP move me together. Okay, we're gonna do this trade. I'm down. I'm sold on that. So now we need like a new point guard or a new backup shooting guard, is it? So let's see if we can trade finder. So Gafford kind of slots into the backup role now. So we can go Bagley and then so Pritchard can be the backup. If we go JT Toppin and Bagley, does that get us like any sort of point guard at all? I don't think it will. I would even take like a backup point guard. Shake Milton, I don't really want that. Topic is okay. Topic might be the best we get. Okay, let's just bring in Nikola Topic. Done. All right. So Peyton Pritchard's going to be the starting point guard again. I think I'm fine with that. Topic the backup. Jaylen Brown, Boogie Fland, Tatum, Hauser, Porzingis, Isaac, Walker Kessler, and Gafford. This team is very interesting. It's very, very interesting. So is there anyone that we want to maybe sign to like any minimums or anything? Let's sign Markelle Fultz. And let's also see if we can snag let's snag Adams as like a vibes guy. That sounds good. And then let's move on to player progression, where hopefully next year is going to be better now that we have Jason Tatum back. I feel like that would be fun. Brown's down to a 90, KP's down to an 87, but this team should still be fun. And we had that trade piece of KP as well that we can eventually move on from. So I'm going to see you guys at the end of year number 2. KP out right now. Trey Murphy and Herb Jones sound good, but Jaden Ivey and Malik Beasley also sounds really good. And I'm kind of stuck, man. I feel like Jaden Ivey would be such a cool addition to this team. He's not really a defense. Neither of these two. Okay, it's Herb Jones is really good on the perimeter defense. Trey Murphy would just be good as a scorer. So, like, there's some like really good trades in this too. Like, we can get a really ball dominant point guard if we really wanted to, and get like Josh Giddey, or we can get Trey Young, but we have to give up Gafford. Maybe I'm talking to myself and getting this Giddey one instead. I feel like this would be a fun trade. Okay, we're gonna pop this trade. We're gonna go KP for Josh Giddey. I feel like this is gonna be good for us. We can get a better kind of piece there. So now we're kind of relying on Boogie Fland at the shooting guard spot. So let's just move Toe Pitch over to the shooting guard as well. He stays the same, which is fine. And then I guess we can potentially... No, I don't think we can. Okay. I was going to say we can make another trade and try and get someone there at the shooting guard spot. But I kind of don't hate what we're doing right now. So Toe Pitch is going to be the one that slides in there. And yeah, everyone else is going to get some minutes. Boogie Flan must not be having a good... He's having a really good kind of series. What are you talking about? He's having a good season. Toe Pitch is also having a good season, but I think I'd rather just play Boogie Fland and give him some time to shine. So Toe Pitch can play like 13 minutes and we'll get like 22 out of Boogie Fland. I feel like this is going to be interesting. Now, Josh Giddey was really good, and Jaylen Brown has been great, and Jason Tatum has obviously been great. Walker Kessler has been good. So, yeah, it's a really interesting team. Maybe in the offseason, if we don't bounce back, we can potentially trade for that shooting guard we need, but I think this might fix us. I don't know what the problem with this team was. Wemby, MVP, Rookie of the Year, Darren Peterson, James Harden, 6th player, Depoy Wemby, Igor Demon most improved, and clutch player Tyrese Halliburton with Jason Kidd the coach of the year. So do we get any Celtics on any of these teams? We don't. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. We get Walker Kessler here on the second team, and that's about it. So we were better when Jason Tatum wasn't actually playing. Fun fact for you guys. We were much better when Jason Tatum wasn't playing. I don't know if that was just the situation that we're in, but yeah. Our top 3 guys are good. The rebounds are looking solid and the assists are fine, but maybe something just doesn't fit. Okay, let's see. What do New York have? They haven't really changed their team too much, so this is just like weird that they're this far down. If we kept KP, we would have probably been much worse, and we're getting absolutely blown out. Wow. That is disgraceful. Okay. Let's kind of see who goes on to win then. Okay, we're playing against the Wizards, who, if they knock us out, I would be very annoyed. I'm not gonna lie. We held them to 6 for most of that quarter. That's insane. And then they're gonna come back. No, they're not. We win by 30. Okay, now we draw Toronto, who eliminated us last year. Actually, no, that we went through to the playoffs last year, to the conference finals. Game 1 goes to Toronto. Game 2 goes to Toronto. Game 3 goes to, game 3 goes to us. Oh, my computer's making noises. Game 4 goes to us. Game 5 goes to us, and game 6 goes to us. That's interesting. We get through and we play Detroit. Interesting. So, we could have stolen Jaden Ivey. Or was it Jaden Ivey or was it Shaden Sharp? I think it was Jaden Ivey. We could have stolen Jaden Ivey from them. They have Ty Jerome. They lost Walker Kessler. They still have a pretty solid team. Not going to lie. Game 1 goes to them. Game 2 goes to them. Okay. We're going to get blown out. and embarrassed right here, right now. Game 4 goes to us. Game 5, we get eliminated. Okay, so we're sitting back. Cooper Flag, Cade Cunningham, and the Mavs winning 4. Cooper Flag is your finals MVP. We're sitting back getting eliminated every year. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. KD and the Lakers retires. Interesting. I don't think we own any picks this year. If we do, they're going to be very low. And, yeah, we don't own any picks, which is a little bit annoying. Who are we giving our pick to? I don't even know. Okay. Right. Staff signing. Is Joe Mazzulla the guy for us? I think he has to be the guy for us, man. He's got such good ratings in 2K, and I feel like the continuity with this team, he would have them like humming to a beat. So we have pick 17 here. I guess we can take. We have our center rotation sorted, so we don't really need to take a center. Dwayne Wade Hall of Fame. Okay, bam. We're taking Adam Umurok here. We'll take him for sure. And Tyron Stokes goes number 1 overall. So rookie signing. We'll sign him. Team player options. Both these guys are going to come back. Qualifying offers. We've got no one there. And moratorium. Is anyone a free agent? No. Okay. Yeah, all these guys we can just renounce the rights on. So we'll just move through. Okay. So let's look at our team from an overall perspective. So Josh Giddey, he had a good year last year. I feel like he is going to be fine on this team. Peyton Pritchard is fine as well. We need to sort out this shooting guard spot. If Adam was a year in front, I think we could definitely keep him here. Jaylen Brown, Tatum, Isaac, Kessler, Gafford. So I do like our center rotation. I actually don't know where we kind of sit here. Like if we go trade finder and we click Jaylen Brown, like we can get Tyrese Maxey, we can get Dash Daniels, Brandon Miller and Nick Smith is interesting. Lauri Markkanen's interesting. There's a few interesting. Zion and Trey Murphy. Devin Booker for Jaylen Brown. Devin Booker can play the 36 points. He can play the 2 guard. Then we need to find a new small forward. Interesting. Jaden McDaniels, Rudy Gobert, Scoot Henderson. That's also very interesting. Jordan Poole. What about Tatum? If we go Tatum, like that, you don't trade 90 overalls though. That's just insane. Like unless Luka was on the board or something. Darren Peterson and Zion. Like I don't hate that. Devin Booker again, John Collins. Like, yeah, I don't know. There's like not too much out there. Like if we go Josh Giddey, is there anyone that they would trade for Josh Giddey? Like I feel like we're just kind of chasing our tail if we try and trade too many players. I feel like it's not smart to trade too often. What if we go Daniel Gafford? Is there like another center, someone cheaper or something? Like Hartenstein's not cheaper. Yeah, this is rough. This is very rough. Okay, so I think we need to figure out this. I mean, we can flip Adam, I think. Was he tall enough? 6'7". It goes up 2 overalls as a small forward. Can you bring back Marcus Smart for the vibes if we wanted to? Or is there anyone else here? There's really no one else to sign. Shooting guard, there's no one else to really sign. Nah, free agency is rough. Jonathan Kuminga is a free agent, but like we have $5 million to spend. So I don't think we're going to get anyone that great, unfortunately. Who's that there at 8 million? Struce? No. Daron Sharp, Charles Bassey. None of these guys really do it for me. Very unfortunate. Okay. So I guess we just kind of run it back, and if the team's bad again, then at free agency we can make some changes. But I'm hoping player progression is going to be kind to us because Kessler and some of the other rooks should progress. And Jonathan Isaac's down a little bit, but yeah, Jaylen Brown's up to a 92. Giddy and Fland are up. So, like, I'm hoping we're okay next year. A full season of Josh Giddey here, a full season of the change after KP, like, anything can happen. It's going pretty rough, and I'm thinking we're going to make a big change here. We're going to go for a little bit more defense. And, you know, Boogie Fland and Jaylen Brown are fine, but Franz comes in, adds more defense and a bit of shooting, and Jalen Suggs just comes in and adds a bit of difference so we can throw Josh Giddey to this 2-guard. I just think we need to do something different because we're a 9th seed at the moment and things aren't looking great. So yeah, let's just do this. Let's just make the big trade at the deadline here, or just before the deadline, and let's flick Josh Giddey go up. He goes up at the 2-guard. Okay, perfect. So the team has changed drastically here, but I feel like it's gonna be a bit better for us moving forward. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It's a huge trade. We're still 4-star balanced, so hopefully our defense can turn around. Like, I was looking at the standings and I was just like considering our options. We are, yeah, literally the 9th seed. Our points per game is the best, but then we're the 3rd worst in the East for points against. So yeah, we're going to turn this around, and hopefully I can see you guys at the end of the year with some more positive news. 47 and 35, not the way I wanted to go. Jokic is your MVP, Rookie of the Year, Brandon McCoy, AJ Defensive 6 player, Depoy Wemby, Cameron Boozer most improved, clutch player Jason Tatum, and Jason Kidd is your coach of the year. So do we get any Celtics on any of these teams? It doesn't look like. Oh, we do. We get Jason Tatum here on 3rd team, which is nice to see. And we don't get anyone else. Okay, cool. That is great. We are the 6th seed. So we had a bit of a turnaround. We still had the best points per game. We did. And then we ended up 5th last. So like we turned it around. I think it was 127 at one stage. So yeah, we turned it around a little bit. Our point differential turned around. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how we go without Jaylen Brown. But Franz was good. Josh Giddey was good. Jalen Suggs was good. Topic has been good. Yeah, this team I think is like, it's okay. I think I might have done what I do best and just overstacked it. But on paper, it looks like a good team. So let's not really waste much time. Let's see if we can get past the Knicks, and we are 1-1 on the series. They go up 2-1. Let's just shorten this to a 9-man rotation real quick and see how this goes. So we win game 4, we win game 5, and we win game 6. So now we draw Chicago, who always get Luka in this save. Crusher Bulls, I don't know what you're doing out there to make Luka join the Bulls, but it's some sort of black magic, and it's crazy. So we go to 2-1, 3-1, and we win in 5. And now we draw the Cavs, who, again, haven't made many changes. They don't really do any changes. I might even go back and revisit my Cavs rebuild that I did and maybe try and do something different, because we just destroyed that team. So they're up 2-1. Can we drop this down to an 8-man rotation? I feel like our just depth is good, but okay, so we're up. It's 2-2. It's 3-2. Let's just reset the rotation again, and let's see. So we draw a game 7 here against the Cavs. Let's see. We'll simcast it. We're not even in the finals yet. If we win, we go through. If we lose, we go home, and this was all just a big waste of time. So our 3rd quarter was rather impressive. Our 4th quarter is not going to be good, and we go home, unfortunately. And it's going to be Cooper Flag coming up against the Cavs, and Cooper Flag is a MVP again. Wow. Okay. Well, very interesting stuff. Sorry, Celtics fans, that I couldn't get the job done. I feel sorry that Jason Tatum is hurt. Hopefully he comes back as good as he was. But yeah, it's tough to see a player of his caliber go down injured, especially because he's not had many injuries in his career. But I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.